Hi, welcome to Communication and Management Communication, our second to last lesson for this module. We are busy with interpersonal relationships and social interactions, and today we are going to talk about semantic barriers. So it sounds difficult. It really isn't, because semantic barriers occur when language is involved. So that is an example of people speaking different languages and not understanding each other. But it's a little bit more than that. So let's get into it. The first type of semantic barrier is slang. Slang is informal language. Now, what's that? That picture over there. What do you call it? I know some people call it inky or a kwai. That's what we call it, by the way. You have a fag, in causa. I'm sure there are other words that's used for it, but in reality, the proper name for it is a cigarette, right? But everybody calls it something else, informal language. So people in Afrikaans speaking people where I come from would not know what an incausa is. Same thing that Xhosa speaking people where I work wouldn't know what a guai is, or I doubt. Fag means something totally, completely different where I'm from, but in England it means a cigarette. So slang differs from one place to another, from one generation to another, from one social group to another, and it is defined as informal language used and understood by a specific social group. Informal language used and understood by a specific social group. That's slang. Please, in the business world, there's no place for slang and informal language. Leave it at home. Secondly, we get jargon. Jargon is defined as technical, subject specific language. It is language used in a specific subject. So when you talk about music, you talk about piano forte and glissando and all those other big words that someone who doesn't have a background knowledge of music will not understand. Consider the following sentence. Semiology is the study of nonverbal communication in humans. And you're sitting there and you're thinking, I know exactly what that is. But a person who has not done communication as a subject will not understand semiology. They will not understand the concept of nonverbal communication unless you explain it to them. And that is an example, a perfect example of jargon. It is subject specific, it belongs to communication, it's technical, and it will not be understood by people outside of the field. Jargon. Um, please don't go right about dragons, because in a previous test I had dragon. Please, I beg of you. Okay. Thirdly, we get vague expressions. When I'm busy with nonsense, I tend to become very, very vague. If I want to tell someone a story and I don't want to be very specific, no die dag, the other day. And the other day can be anything from yesterday until 10 years ago. Or I'm going to do it now. And especially when I get sent and I'm busy watching TV or a movie, and I say I'm gonna go now. And now can be anything from in 5 minutes time to next week. Soon, same thing. Um, this creates confusion in the workplace. If I say I want your homework to be done soon, or I want this report to be done soon. When is soon? Is it tomorrow? Is it next week? Is it day after tomorrow? So please, in communication, in management communication, try to be as specific as possible. That is to avoid confusion, and confusion brings conflict. So just to avoid all of that, be very specific when you express yourself. Then, accent. It refers to a way that a person pronounces a word depending on where they are from and the education and where they went to school and all those things. So that's a picture from an advertisement that was on TV a couple of years ago where this white guy comes home. Oh no, the black guy comes home and he says to his white roommates, I picked up a burger and I ate the burger. And they look at him like, and he actually really means burger. Now we tend to judge people when they don't sound like us, but it's really very wrong, because an accent, when someone has an accent, it just means that they know more than you because they've been to another place, or they live in another place, or they can speak one more language than you. So we should never judge people based on accent. So this advertisement, the specific advertisement, is available on YouTube. I will put a link down in the description below. Click on it and look at it, and it's the perfect example of how accent can confuse people. So just go have a look at this advertisement. Like I said, the link is in the description below. Ambiguity. Ambiguity occurs when words or sentences have more than one meaning. So it sounds the same, it looks the same, but it means two different things. Consider the sentence, I saw some bats yesterday. So what is it that you saw? Did you see those scary, frankly, I think they are vampires, flying animals? I could not bring myself to post a photo of these things because they're so, I'm scared of them, honestly. Or did you see cricket bats, baseball bats? What bats did you see? Be very careful to be specific when you use a word that could have another meaning. Okay, so that is ambiguity. For this whole module, there are many examples of misunderstandings that could happen. Since I am posting links to videos in the description below, I'm also going to post a link to a series that I used to watch years ago, and I still enjoy it, called Mind Your Language, where it's not just semantic barriers, but intercultural barriers and background and age and all those perceptual barriers. They are they play out so perfectly with this group of people in a class from different countries, and they have to learn to speak English. So that as well, link in the description below. If you have any questions or feedback or anything, just email me at yefkester@gmail.com or go to my Google Classroom, classroom.google.com. You click on the plus sign in the top right-hand corner. You click on Join Class. You enter the code 33H7WG4. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next one, which will be our last lesson for this module. Thank you again. Bye.